Hey, everybody. As you could tell, I'm here by myself today, and we are pretty much going to have a nice, quick down and dirty today. And yeah, Nemo, you might as well get ready for some more disappointment because I want to show about three pictures today, and then it's probably going to be about it for the day because this was supposed to have been the one where people sent stuff into the email and so forth, so on. I give you one guess how many submissions got actually sent in. Zero. I got no emails, no anything, nothing got submitted in at all. So we're just going to throw a couple up and have a little bit of fun. And most likely, I'll make the announcement at the end of the show. But we won't be going an hour. We won't be going probably even 30, 40 minutes. But I am going to show a couple of pictures just for the fun of it. Grandma Randy, why am I grandma? Oh my God, Smokey, come on now. Why am I grandma now? But anywho, we're going to show a couple. And these are ones that have been about, I don't know, they've been out on Facebook, kind of floating around again. Of course, this is one of the reasons we're having the issues we have, is because there is nothing viable out there, nothing viable, hardly at all out there to show. And if you show some of the stuff, it's really a lot of it's an insult to intelligence. It really is. It's gotten to the point that some of the stuff that's out there, you're just going, oh my God, take the computers away from people. Just take them away from people because they don't need to touch them. Because if they touch them, they're causing more issues than they're actually helping. So, but this first one, this one came up just this last week. I think it's made around before. I'm fairly certain, but this is the trend, and I'm going to tell you all this right now. This is a trend that's going in all these evidence photos. You see somebody in the background that looks like they're grayed out, almost kind of black and white, and everybody assumes it's a full body apparition, or it's a specter, it's a ghoul, it's a demon, it's a this, it's a that. Most of the time, it is somebody putting it in there. So yeah, they're either putting it in or there's somebody back there and they're coloring them out, is what they're doing. So the owner of this one, it says it's an unsettling photo shared. After years of hearing strange noises coming from the kitchen, I finally decided to investigate. I used my Samsung's night mode, and we'll call that into question here in a minute too. Night mode to take a photo in complete darkness, no lights inside, after only a faint glow from street lights outside. When I looked at the picture later, what appears gave me chills. I don't know much about cameras or photo technology, but you can look up Samsung night mode and see how it works. And I can tell you right now, this guy says he's staying at the girlfriend's place now because he doesn't want to be there with his cat, whatever he wants to call this thing. So I'll just let y'all look at this thing because hi Myra, how you doing? As you can see, and I'm going to zoom in. Yes, we brought back red circles for the fun of it. This is what I was talking about with what is going on. Thanks, Wedge. But technically, we're at 99 because I did not do 99 last week, but I'm still calling this 100 for the fun of it. I have done a few specials, so I guess that does kind of help. But anyway, as you look at this thing, okay, this guy, you can see the red circle back here, and I'm going to zoom into that first. Okay, so whatever's back there looks like a human, and he's a good sized man. Okay, yeah, Nemo. That's exactly the first thing I saw when I saw it, Rasputin. Okay, but now as you look at the blow up, okay, now his shoulder is kind of squarer than it is in this one and such. There's too much happening with this blow up. Okay, the biggest problem I have with all this is this night mode that they're supposedly using. How come all this is color down here? First of all, how come this looks like a flash over here? There is no lights from the street coming in and illuminating it that much. I'm sorry. You can call anything you want. I'm calling BS because, quite frankly, there's no way that amount of lights coming through a window from a street light, not to light it up like that. Now, night mode, I don't know if it takes color or not. I don't think it does. But Once again, I don't use Samsung. I don't use Apple. I use whatever cheap phone I got right here. And if I want to really investigate, I'm not using my phone at all. So go figure it out from there. But this one, again, I got my nice, pretty big one here. I keep this thing for a reason because this dude is somebody back there that used some software to gray him out to make him look like he's color washed. So again, this is the kind of stuff that's out there as evidence now, and what keeps getting put out as evidence. But right now, I tell you right now, I don't believe that's evidence at all. I believe that's a stage photo, 100%. What are y'all's thoughts? And we know Rasputin there, yeah. I mean, but this dude could it be somebody with a beard? Most likely, it's probably just a dude in a beard and a black jacket standing there. It doesn't look like a specter at all. It's complete BS. And as I zoom in, I mean, look how out of focus it is when you zoom in on the actual photo. They obviously augmented over here, which is why you've got the sharp corners here. And I'm sorry, it's not believable in any way, shape, or form. There's something being handling right there. It's complete BS. So that's the first one. Now, oh yeah, I got a few more, but there's one here, and this one was taken and it's part of a TikTok video. I refuse to show the video because the person is shaky all over the place, and it's British, and she's talking to her little girl at the time. And I'll show you the first picture that they give you. It comes up like this, and the write up on it was all it says is these are some pictures I was sent from from a friend Christy Gore when she was walking down the woods. What do you use? YOU apostrophe S. What do you think of it? Now, listening to the actual video, they're British, 100%. So I don't know where they're walking. I don't know where they're at. But I will say we can zoom in here, just in this picture, and see it looks like somebody coming across that river or wading out in the river. Could it be a some sort of reflection? I would say no, because there's the reflection of the shape in the water right here coming this way. So unless that's some sort of tree trunk that's out in the middle of the river, which it very well could be, as you can see, there's some over here, different debris. Yeah, Nemo, if it's British, it must be true. Yeah, not necessarily. I don't know if they know what they're taking a picture of because they don't actually mention it. They said, "Oh, look, it moves." I never saw it move. And then they zoom in on it. Now, whatever they did to this picture to zoom in, they completely destroyed this picture. Because when you zoom in, there's nothing left of what was there. The whole reflection part that was down below it right here is gone. Now, could this be a tree trunk there? Yeah, like I said, it could be a tree trunk. You can't tell because there's just not enough depth and definition to tell. And when they do this, now you can't tell where the reflection is and where the actual item is. Jackie Chan? Yeah. Yeah, Jackie Chan. Yeah, that sounds about right. But that one right there, look at the figure there, and we're just zooming in, and y'all can go look her up on TikTok if you want, whoever this person is. I just came off of Facebook, so um, but the more I look at it, I'm like, yeah, it could easily be somebody walking across or wading into that river right there, coming across, and they got a picture of it. But in the video, that figure never moves. And if it was somebody in that river, they're going to move. All there is to it. And if it's Jackie Chan, though, come on, man. You know he's going to throw some high yacht stuff on them. They ain't going to know what hit them. I know he does all his own stunts, but dadgum, come on now. So, yeah, that's another one. I think it's just a straight out misidentification. They're not looking at it well. If you want to go out there and find it on Facebook and look at the actual uh, video of it, you can. It's obviously out on TikTok as well. I don't do TikTok because TikTok gets abused all over the place with people that put their own content over the top of somebody else's content. So, yeah, no. Ooh, little Patty, you gonna be going under in a bit of a sledding mode here in a bit. Is it gonna stick that good? Hope you don't get snowed in. That's all I can tell you. So, but anyway, okay. Here's another one. Golly, I tell you what. Now this one really kind of got me because I was sitting there looking at it. This woman Heidi right. This is concerning. My aunt shared this photo with me today. Her farmhouse is over a century old. Do you notice anything unusual in the photo? Okay, she's leaving a lot to be desired here when she gives her actual impression of it. Now, obviously, she's not talking about this dog. Okay, I have a feeling she's talking about this little bit of pareidolia right here. I don't know if it's pareidolia or not. It looks like pareidolia to me, but it could also easily be another reflection of the dog. See the eyes and such. It kind of lines up a little bit. Maybe there's some sort of reflection going on. I don't know. Um, yeah, it kind of does look familiar to me too, Nemo. I did not. I had went back in my stuff and I never had this one, but it's been all over freaking Facebook. I mean, every one of every one of those groups that I kind of monitor for stuff, it's been in every one of them by three different authors. So take that with whatever grain of salt you want to go with. I mean, if you're going to actually go out there and give something as evidence, stick by your evidence. Put it out there, put your name with it, have at it. Just stick with it. If it turns out that it wasn't right, so be it. Suck it up, drive on. That's the way you do it. So, but yeah, as far as I'm concerned, this one, I think it's grasping at best. Obviously, we've got a dog here. They never said anything about the dog. They just asked, "What is different in the photo?" Yeah. What's this up here? I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. I mean, it looks like this might be some sort of cable coming, but I can't tell. It looks like some sort of cable coming down, but it goes to the actual window, I'm guessing. Maybe they're talking about that, but this is grasping. This is 100% grasping at stuff right now. So, I mean, I just can't, I can't even go with it. I don't even want to think about it now because it's literally, it's a dog. That's the only thing that you can say for sure about this photo is a dog. What line's coming off the roof? What is this thing right here, which looks like another reflection of something either in the room or somehow reflecting back of the dog? So, yeah, no, no bueno, no bueno at all. We don't like that one. It's done, gone. But now we get to go back to our tried and true trail cameras. Okay, everybody loves trail cameras for whatever reason. Y'all all know me when I say trail camera, we're gonna immediately look at probably some motion blur, and that's what I think we got right here. Now, all this one says is, "What is this?" It's on my game camera. I saw different things here. Different things here. This is verbatim now, guys. I'm telling you, I'm dealing with rocket scientists or something because it says, and I quote, "What is this? It is my game camera?" Question mark. I saw different things here, but nothing like this. So I'm guessing he meant things. Someone has an explanation. I just got the notification. I don't know what to think about it. Um, I don't know, honestly. Y'all know me. I'm thinking that's probably a dog shooting across or a deer. It could be a deer, maybe, but I don't think so. I think it's a dog. Yeah, Moon, I think it's a dog too. It looks like a dog and it's going across in this particular uh this particular image got caught when it was on a run pass and it got blurred. It was completely blurred. Now, I'm assuming this is some sort of lighting fixture out here. Sometime in 26, so it's not, there's no lightning bugs involved or anything. We've got something out here somewhere, so who's to know? That could be the reflector on top of the fence right there, for all I know. But this down here definitely looks like a dog running past, and it got caught. No, Patty, it's not good enough to be Godzilla. He doesn't belong with Godzilla. And don't say anything because I'm only up to the second episode of past the second episode of the second season of Monarch. So yeah, 100% cool. And you're right. I think this is 100% a dog. So I mean, but once again, just trying to read the grammar and the write up of it makes your head hurt to start with. So it is what it is. Nothing you can do about it. You just got to kind of roll with the punches. And it's been like that for a long, long time. It seems like. Um, I don't even know if I want to put this one up here because this one was okay. My sister's friends stopping in an old house for the weekend a year ago. Thoughts on the door just taken on a camera phone. Well, we got a red arrow now. Well, yeah, Patty, you could have said it was King Kong, but yeah, and it'd have been just as likely. It's not as good. It's not good enough to be King Kong either. So, yeah, Jason, I am doing it all alone right now. We're gonna push this one through, and then we'll handle stuff after that. Wedge, I wish I was the one having the margaritas right now. But anyway, so now these people have put this up here, and I don't know what place they went. I'm assuming they're at a bed and breakfast or something like that. But you can see where it's pointing. This little white shadowy figure right here. I say shadowy. This white figure, I should say, misty figure. Um, yeah, no, I'm guessing Nemo. Yeah, I'm guessing one's an actual closet and one goes outside. I don't know because being this is looks like a living room, I would think it wouldn't open to the outside. Yeah, Patty, I'm with you. I don't see anything either. I think it's just something on the wood. The way the wood is captured in this particular image. Um, Here's the other thing. Everybody knows about these. She might be having some issue with Poncho. She's probably having issues with um, weather right now. They're getting hit pretty hard up there. They're supposed to gotten started a little bit before now. So, and unfortunately, I don't have anybody else as a backup right now. I tried to get Donnie, but he was busy doing something. I guess I never heard anything back from him. So it is what it is. We go with it. Cool Hang, you're right. I don't see anything. Myra, I don't see anything. I see staining of the wood. I think this is a misidentification. If it is anything, it would be those ghost apps that they have now that you can superimpose ghostly figures onto pictures, right? The way this is set up, the way it's done, it's in the same style and in the same vein as those. So it could have been added on like that. Yeah, maybe a painter's mannequin, but even then, Nemo, I mean, it's grasping. I mean, because you see how the digital breaks, I guess you might say it through here, and then down here at the base. I mean, honestly, look at the base of the door. It's in complete fractures. I mean, this is like I said, it was with a regular phone, but it was a bad phone because that's the regular size. You can see it better this way than when you zoom up, which makes me think again that somebody might have added this particular image to the photo after the fact. Now, I've done several of these photos this week. I've actually thrown through AI detection tools and such, and most of them are at the 90% or above of not being AI, quote unquote. But you can tell, I mean, this one, it's just nothing there, I don't think. I really don't think there's anything there. I think it has something to do with the lighting on the door more than anything else. So, Smokey, if this, I don't want to know about that movie. I really don't want to know about that movie. So, oh wait, Moon, you thought the ghost was the lady over here? Yeah, no, no, not her, not her this time anyway. But yeah, I'm staying away from that adult movie. Okay, I'm just not doing it. Wait a second, there, no, never mind. I ain't gonna go there. Let's get that out there before he makes another comment about that. Okay, you remember the first picture? Okay, this picture is in that same vein. Okay, the owner of the photo, this photo said, I took this during a tour of Waverly Hills Sanatorium in Kentucky. There was no one in the window when I took the picture. Everyone was downstairs. Tour guide said it was the most amazing picture she's seen taken there ever. And it looks like a small child looking down at people below. There were no children on the tour. It's heartbreaking to even think these poor little souls alone there. Blah 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 blah. Okay, I don't know on this one, but it reminds me of that first photo. It looks like somebody has been grayed out in this. Okay, I wish we had the entire photo. Needless to say, once again, they send out just this little bit, and that's it. It's already been cropped. It's already been touched up, so I can't do a whole lot about it. But as you zoom in, the only thing that makes me kind of look at it a second, because they're right, it looks like a child. And if it was laid over in there by a program of some sort, I would see something that makes it more crisp, I guess you might say. This one is a tough one for me because I can't say for 100% that it's not, because it does not give the same vibe as that first photo we looked at. Reflection, Patty, yeah, maybe, but I don't think there's any glass on that balcony there. I think the glass. See, there's glass behind it right there, but I don't think there's any glass for it to reflect at this point right here. I don't know for sure. I can't tell. But Cool Hand, you're right. That was the first thing I thought about was the BEK, Black Eyed Kid. Could it be 3D? I'm not sure, Moon. I really am not, because, like I said, when I put it through the system, the little checkers or whatever, there's no quote unquote AI. That doesn't mean somebody could have done something with it. You know what I mean? Because as you look, if you look closely, and when I look at my StreamYard side over here versus my actual window where I'm looking at the photo itself, where I can go, if I look right in this area, there is a dark face in that whole area, and it's gigantic. But once again, we're talking about pareidolia again. So this, but it's got the actual sizing and shape of a head. Maybe that's reflection coming off this window that's open above it. I can't tell for sure. Yeah, yeah, I understand what you're saying, Moon. It doesn't look like a flat reflection. I think it's rounded. I think that it looks like if somebody put something there on the film or on the actual picture itself, cool. But this is one of those that might be too good to be. You look at it, you say, "Oh, this is too good to be true," but again, I'm already cropped. It's already cropped down. If I could have seen the whole picture without any augmentation, without any um, cropping to be done, I would have loved to have seen it, because I really think it might have gave me more context as to what I'm looking at here. Because I've never been to Waverly Hills. This would have been good if Chris or Brandy were here on this one, because they've been there. They could tell me exactly where this is at and what we're looking at. Are we looking at one of the children's wards, like the way they're kind of making you think? Are we looking at something else? We don't know for sure. Okay. And I cannot disprove it. That's the problem here. It looks kind of like that first photo where the guy was grayed out. But this stands alone different because there's no external lighting. There is during the daytime. It's taken supposedly during a tour, and it was supposedly shown to one of the tour guys. What do we think about that? I mean, that's one of those like I cannot say one way or the other. But once again, when you're dealing with a phone, who's to know? I'm gonna zoom in really close one time here so we can look at it, and it looks like he's behind. He, she, it is behind that sill right there on that balcony. I can't tell any more than that. Even putting it through the spectrum analyzer and trying to see what kind of distance and how much depth it has to it, I can see depth here, but back here, I can't get anything. It just goes flat right in there. But this face is just like you were saying, Moon. That right there does come out when you're doing the depth analysis. So that lends me to believe, much like we did with the pink lady that one time, the depth of the actual photo, it has three dimensions according to what the programs are telling me. So something is there. Cool Hand, you're right. Nemo or Patty, I would say it's daylight, maybe a dark day, but I mean the way the Patty has, doesn't look like it's taken in daylight. I think it was because I mean the uniform color of all the brick and such around it, and the uniform color of the actual windows below it. Yeah, that lends me to think it's actual during the daytime, and it's just shadowed up there. Now that can happen also when you're taking pictures, and you got lighting issues or different lighting issues. Light area to shaded area can cause people to gray out, but all we can say is go off of what they said. There's nobody up there, and there were no kids on the tour at all. It Cool Hand, it very well could be genuine. So that's why I'm not going to say it's fake at all. I can see where it can be fake, but I'd have to go there and actually try to debunk it. To prove this one fake, I would have to be there to debunk this one because on face value alone, I can't debunk it. So that's our first. Yay, we got a good one this week. Yay. And I'm going to back away from that friend because last one, or that last two. Okay. I'm putting my head in my hands because I want y'all to look at this one because this is much like the door frame photo. It's two of them. One's the full one, one's the crop, and I put both of them through different AI detectors, and it says this 90% was real. So there's that 10% that says it wouldn't be real. But this one is going to start right here, and I'll read you what they wrote. Someone help debunk this pic. We have a psychic at work is right pretty frequently. And once again, I'm trying to read Lower Slavovian, guys, so give me a second. Well, while by our morgue, she said she was being watched and deceived to take a picture while which I'll attach. I put this through Chat GPT, said no AI, it just seems too perfect. Okay. This guy's trying to debunk it. He can't write either. He can't write either, but she was being watched and she decided to take a picture. I'm going to say that deceived was supposed to be decided, is what it was supposed to be, I think. So I am going to sit here and let y'all look at this for a minute. And I'll tell you, just look down the hallway. Let's look down the hallway toward those doors out there and see if you see anything first before I start actually zooming in and taking a look at it. Now, I'm going to zoom in to the doors. What do you guys see in there? Okay, we got something in the doorway. Little Patty, are you talking about this bit right here that I'm circling, or what? And yeah, see, I think this is more glare, only because of the way the sun's coming in. See the glare up here against the light and such. You got glare coming in and the light reflection up here. That's all this is right here. But look right here. And now I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. I have serious questions. I have serious doubts. I have serious. Yeah, it looks almost like a burn spot, Patty. Honestly, it does. I mean, I'm like, what they do? Burn something into their phone or something like that? I don't get it. And I don't think it's necessarily pareidolia, Nemo, but it is fake. I bet $100 right now that that was put on there by one of those apps that I was talking about earlier, one of the ghost apps. Now I'm gonna bring you to the next one where they zoomed in on it. Look how clear and how precise it is. Okay, look at the face and the little eyes they put on there and everything. I'm sorry, this is generated by one of those uh damn the ghost pick whatever uh uh not AI generations, but the ghost picks, and you actually can put them onto the actual file itself and almost make them part of it. Yeah, Nemo, you're right. It's not level with the background. Whoever that is, if that was a shadow figure or whatever, that apparition of female, yeah, Smokey, she would have to be sitting or squatting because that she's not even the height of the handles to the door, and it's too pristine. And she does with the way her arms are right here, and the way that dress is, she's not sitting. She's not sitting, and she's not bending over anyway or squatting. If she was bending over sitting, that dress should be fluffed out more, you would think. But uh, Patty, I mean, burn spot could be a thing, but I would have to see more pictures of this area to see if other people got it as well. I really believe this woman actually, or whoever did this, put this image onto the picture. I really do. This has been added in some way, shape, or form because honestly, I'm gonna. It's just yeah. Look at the blackness around her. See what I mean? In between, they darkened in here between her arms, where her arms are coming down. They darkened in so it looked like it was a lot different in the back. You know what I mean? The background almost like it's giving a shadow. You know? So yeah, no, I'm sorry, guys. And why am I not? I'm not seeing any reflection in this floor at all. That's another bad, big no. There's no reflection, no anything. If they're credible, we're going to see a reflection. I'm sorry, this was put in by somebody later on. Not a good one. Here, I'll even do this. Ching, cha-ching. Done. Okay. Now, Smokey, since you keep bringing that up, who's better? Who do you take, Chuck Norris or Jackie Chan? Who do you take? Who do you take? That's the question. Chuck Norris, Jackie Chan. Who we got? Because in the meantime, I'm going to make this now the announcement because the weekly parts of the show are now going to be few and far between. Okay. Nemo, perfect. Perfect. Chuck, always Chuck. Hey, Chuck drops to do push-ups. He doesn't do push-ups. The earth moves below him. So anyway, we're not doing a weekly Truth or Tinfoil any longer. We will be, quite frankly, I will not have a free weekend from now until May. So we are going to be doing, when we get something that actually looks like we need to talk about and look at, we'll do that. But just going out and having to find the stuff, I use the term loosely, stuff that you just saw, and I have to use that for the shows. Yeah, it's getting few and far between. It's not worth the effort or the time to me to go out and figure out why in the actual hell somebody would put that crap out there. And also, quite frankly, we've got too many Zach Bagans wannabes out there. So I'm just like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm going to go do my own investigation, do a couple of Paracons, which I'll be at the Mineola Paracon on April 18th. So if anybody's down in the Texas area, I'll be there at that one. And we're just I'll be doing the Wednesday night show with Brandy and Donnie and normally. But as far as the weekend shows, yeah, come Fridays, I'm gonna be hitting the roads. I'm gonna be gone, either gone or here working on something at the house, one of the two. So unfortunately, this will be the last Sunday weekly Truth or Tinfoil. From now on, it'll all be bonus editions or special editions, especially if something comes out like, that we can actually look at. Now, I am not going to go out there and get stuff from Expedition X or He Who Must Not Be Named or whatever else, I'm not leaving, Smokey. I'm not leaving. I'm just stopping the weekly portion of this show. That's all. And Nemo, quite frankly, there's no daggum. Yeah, you're right, Gary. I'm getting lazy at it. So, but Nemo, there's no sports really worth crap until the baseball season really gets going. Hockey a little bit right now, but I don't watch basketball enough to worry about it. I do watch the March Madness. I do watch that because I like the Cinderella stories when they have them. But hell, with NIL deals and stuff like that nowadays, there's no such thing as a Cinderella no more. Any one of them could be a contender just like that, So, yeah, Patty, I miss football too, but I didn't watch a whole lot of the pros. They just do not appease to me anymore. Jason needs to come back. Yeah, I agree, but it is what it is. And quite frankly, Texas is at a crossroads right now. He wants to spend time with his family and his grandkids and stuff like that. He wants to, not have to worry about having to get out here and do stuff or go somewhere and do something. He wants to enjoy life for a little bit. So, and me, I'm enjoying life. I love it. Other than being sick for the last 2 weeks or so, I'm having a blast. But you know what? You gotta adult through it. You gotta have a blast. But if you can't find the stuff to put out there that's going to actually challenge anybody's intellect, I have to throw crap like I threw out today. There's no sense in it. Why am I insulting anybody's intelligence with that? If I find something that really needs to be looked at, if I ever find it, we'll take a look at it. But so few and far between nowadays because everybody with a computer goes out there and enhances and augments and cuts and crops and puts their face on it for TikTok and crap like that. Yeah, that's not happening. I'm not going to do that. I'm not even going to touch this stuff. In fact, I see so much evidence come across that's on a TikTok feed, and because I see a floaty bouncy head on it, I immediately discount it. I don't even look at it. I will not look at it because, quite frankly, they destroyed it right off the bat. They destroyed it. So, little Patty, I think I still got Paint Shop Pro on my actual computer here, or at least the actual install stuff for it because I've had it for 20 years. But so that's where I'm going to leave it. I will be doing, like I said, the Wednesday nights with Brandy and Donnie. I think Donnie is just he's wrapped up in video games right now, so that's kind of where he's sticking. He likes to blow off that steam, and of course, sometimes weekends he can't do it too. You know, so that's where we're at, and that's what we're going to be looking at for the time being. Keep your eyes out. I'll keep the group going on Facebook and everything, obviously, and the page going, and I'll publish stuff there and push stuff there. And of course, we're probably going to turn around and shut down Texas Front Porch group like you did with the page, because quite frankly, I think I'm the only one moderating it. I get bored with it real quick when I get, oh crap, I got to approve that guy. Oh, I got to approve that. Oh no, I'm declining you. No, no, I ain't doing that. So yeah, no, it's once again, it's when it stops being fun, I ain't doing it no more. This is supposed to be fun for me. It's not a money making venture. I'm just out to have fun. So that's what I'm going to stick with, and that's what I'm going with. So I will go live. I will tell you this now, though. I will go live most likely from the Mineola Paracon, so that way I can walk y'all around and show you the original the Hill Country Select Theater and Playhouse, which is the oldest operating theater in the state of Texas. It's one of the greatest places I've ever investigated, and I love staying there and actually working at that place. But it's all fun and games till you get somebody poked in the shoulder. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, guys, we appreciate y'all being here. I appreciate your support through the whole thing. And give me a holler anytime. You got my email, truthortinfoil@gmail.com. Holler at me. I'm out on Facebook. Most of you I'm friends with on Facebook too. So if you need me, reach out and grab me. I will be here, and we'll see y'all Wednesday night.